Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. Chris McGee, Mike Bresnahan, James Worthy, Robert Ory, Allie Clifton coming in soon. Mike Trudeau will be handling the post-game in the preseason for the final time because the preseason is over. Extended minutes for LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook in their final tune-up despite the loss. The Lakers 0-6 finishing the preseason. But the real thing starts on Tuesday night. Are they ready, Rob?
I think they're close to being ready. It's a couple of things they need to tune up because there's some stretches there where they had some lapses in defense, but offensively they look pretty smooth. Westbrook looked a whole lot better. I just thought the flow of the game was really good. It's like they wasn't trying to go too hard, but it was just trying to show you bits and pieces on how good they are.
Thank goodness they got in enough game playing time, because we were a little bit concerned at first that they were relying on practice. Guys weren't really, getting into the preseason games. But I think the last two games, especially the big three, they got on string together, got on the chemistry going. And now I think with the remaining practices, they should be able to kind of propel themselves to a chemistry. Carmelo played well. Bazemore played well. So the key players that are going to be playing, I feel like the last couple of games, they got closer to where they want to get. They still got to, finish up the edges and, dot the I's and cross the T's, and they'll be ready.
Russell Westbrook in that first half, okay, he's ready. I saw enough from him to think, all right, he's got the speed there. He's getting his shots down. He's feeding his teammates. He's playing some defense, kind of cheating in the passing lanes to create some offense in other spots. So I really liked what I saw from him in that first half. Nice little give and go, whatever that was. It's like 4 passes in the span of about 2 seconds right there. I feel like he, more than anyone else, really jumped off the page for me tonight. Good to see it happen.
For me, when you talk about jumping off the page, think about this. It was 15, 11, and 12. 15 minutes, 11 points, and 12 points and 11 rebounds for DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
For me, that's what we've been kind of missing. I'm excited that we have a big man who can block shots, who can run the floor and catch some alley-oops. So when you talk about jumping off the page, that jumped off the page.
Dwight was very active tonight as well. I do want to get back to Russ because I think Brez brings up some good points. He did seem to be finding his rhythm, especially with just where he can fit kind of in the offense. Less turnovers, only 3 tonight. 7 of 12. 18 points, 5 assists, but he also did on the deep like himself tonight.
Oh, big time. I think, when you look at preseason, in that last game, the energy comes because, the next one is going to be the real season. So I think with Westbrook, he's been kind of like, okay, what I do, trying to figure out. I think now his light has came on. It's like, you know what? The light's on. I'm just going to be me. Y'all figure it out because I know how to tweak my game. But I'm going to go out there and show you what I can do. You try to fit in. I think with this team, they're smart enough players. They're players who like to play up-tempo, even though everybody want to talk about the age, but they still like to play up-tempo. And Russ is that guy. When he's flat out going down the line, everybody can catch up and everybody plays well with him.
We talk about Russ, getting used to his teammates, his new teammates. It might be the other way around. It might be that these guys need to get used to him. I mean, he broke Oscar Robinson's record. He's a triple-double guy. You might need to catch up to his flow and get used to the way he's playing. I think that might be the way they need to go now because, he's a player. He'll figure it out with everybody else, but they need to catch up to him.
Yeah, his first couple games definitely trying to kind of, acclimate himself with his teammates. A lot of overpassing, a lot of, hey, I'm not going to go full bore right here. But I'll tell you what, tonight, he was like, I'll give you some passing, but I'm also going to give me my stuff. And here's what I do, kind of check out what my skills are.
I want to talk a little LeBron James, guys. If there's someone that was signaling to you that he is ready for the regular season, it was the King himself. 30 points in 29 minutes. Efficient and ready was what I wrote in my notes. 12 of 20, 6 rebounds, 6 assists.
I wrote in my notes, he's a bad man.
He's a bad man.
And think about this. This is the guy he's like, oh, preseason, we doing it in practice. And guys like myself, like, dude, show it to me on the court. I don't want to hear about practice. He came out tonight, showed it on the court, running down the court, being a bully. And think about LeBron, he was hitting it from all angles. He was hitting threes. I think he was 2 for 5. He was doing the layup, and he was pushing the tempo. So that's what you like to see out of LeBron, when he's going downhill and he's pushing the tempo and getting to the basket, because There's so many people in this league that are afraid to get in his way because he's so big, he's so strong, and nobody wants to get hurt by this guy.
Yeah, you talk about pace, by the way. Lakers, bottom 10 last year in pace. Now you've added a guy like Russ, throw him in with LeBron. You're going to get this team pushing the ball. No more sitting up in the half court. No more let's throw the ball down to AD in the post, see what he can do. There's going to be a lot of pushing the pace thanks to your guy, LeBron, you just mentioned, and of course, Russ, one of the fastest guys in the NBA.